Cancer, welcome to your in-depth yours and theirs reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous, and Happy New Year's to you. I do hope that you are looking forward to 2023 as much as I am. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, and we're in it. We are now in it. So, I hope that you have wonderful New Year's plans. I hope that you have goals and dreams for yourself, yes? Show what I need to see, please, for Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. You will have to excuse my outfit today. We are what we call gym ready. As soon as I get done with the readings today, out the door to the gym. We got goals, baby. We got goals. We just recently booked a trip to Hawaii, and we need to look good. Call it vanity if you must. I'm fine with that. How you do it? Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name's Christina. I'm a little different. Happy to be so. What's going on, please? What's going on, please? Show me Cancer in their person. We're going to start with your side of the board, of course, but like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. Okay. The Hanged Man, Suspension, Six of Wands, Nine of Cups. I know it seems like there's not much going on, or at least there wasn't in the recent past. That's going to change. Hanged Man, it seems like there's nothing happening. All right, we took some time out. Possibly you separated yourself from other people. You put your energy in suspension, trying to gain perspective. Why? I don't know, but it helped you. Okay? I just know it lent. And that's the ideal of the Hanged Man, by the way. He's upside down for a reason, and people often forget that. He's upside down so he can gain perspective. When we're like this, we always see the same things every day, with no difference. Right? We go like this, we see things from a different perspective. So that's what you call active Hanged Man, not passive people who just suspend themselves and then don't do anything differently. So we have an active Hanged Man here, I believe, wherein you are gaining perspective in the fairly recent past, and that has helped you. On what? Or matters of the heart, I don't know, but your confidence has picked up or is picking up considerably with the Six of Wands. And the Nine of Cups, you're going to start to feel better about yourself soon. So I don't know what insight you needed. I don't know what perspective you needed to gain, but it helped you. Okay? We'll see how it relates. Is there anyone surrounding? Nine of Pentacles, the World, the Moon. There's someone's energy here who is kind of hidden to you. It used to be kind of clear. Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who has a strong sense of self, individuation. This is me, I'm independent. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm capable of. And then the World, something shifted and now their energy kind of went dark. Okay, they went under the moon. In other words, they're no longer in front of your face. They no longer appear in front of you. Their energies, what's going on, their intentions, whatever, is now out of your sight. So I don't know what happened there, but we're going to go ahead and keep going and see what happened. Between you two, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Death. First of all, let me know if you're done with either Pisces or Scorpio. So here's the deal. You two actually had the opportunity for love between you, not just any love, new love, bonded love too. And there was love exchange. And for some reason, there's an abrupt ending attached to it. They've gone under the moon in that respect is that you can't see them, or your energy is no longer attached to them, or they're no longer privy to your world. It's not that they completely disappeared. They're no longer in a place where you can access them. Okay. There was love shared very much between you two, and then I have death, trying to cover up those cups. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Show me that overview, please. The Magician. Let's start right there. What are you manifesting? Okay. I don't know, but there is that sense of movement underlying this. Okay. It's looking like somebody either disappeared, exited, or the love's gone, or you don't know where they went. Okay. There is what looks like possibly an abrupt exit. Okay, let's see what the heck's going on here. Let's start with the Magician. Show me that manifestation, please. Show me that manifestation, please, for Cancer. What you manifested, what's going on? What do you want? What are you trying to pull in from the universe, honey? Show me the Magician, please, for Cancer. Show me the Magician, please, for Cancer. What's going on? Show me that Magician, please, for Cancer. It's so abrupt, isn't it? They were there, and then they're not there. Let's figure it out. Let's see what happened. What's going on, please? The Hanged Man. Temperance, the Star. That's where your Hanged Man kicked in. You wanted active perspective. You're summoning it forth. You're trying to understand too. You want to know what the heck happened. Okay. You want to know what the heck happened. You're summoning forth from the universe. Dear universe, help me understand what the hell happened here. So you took some time out. You went upside down to gain perspective. You're trying to see things from somebody else's point of view, I believe. And it's very active on your part, and it's very healing. And that's good of your energy with Temperance. This is going to take a minute, though. This may have started sometime around Sagittarius season specifically. And for others of you, upcoming Aquarius, we also have Scorpio. We got a lot of heavy energy here today. But for some of you, I feel like you actively went into suspension in the fall. It's just coming across that way. Doesn't have to be. It's not exclusive to that. But it's just coming across that way. And I do believe your energy is going to come out more towards Aquarius season, I think. So that's late January to late February. My point is that you were trying to manifest perspective, understanding. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. What the hell is going on? Kind of like that. You didn't do anything. The only thing you did is will unto yourself the willingness to understand. As far as I can tell. You just want to understand what the hell happened. Okay. And it's a good energy in that respect of, I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to take a look at the time and energy and effort I put into this. Because there's a star attached to all this. At the end of the day, there was a very strong sense of desire and hope attached to whatever this situation represents to you. It's coming across as love at this point. Relationship, some sort. Okay, it could be other goals, but it doesn't quite feel like that. All right, so we took an active time out, and this is good. Okay, we suspended judgment. We wanted to look at ourselves. We wanted to look at this person. We wanted to look at this situation. I'm not saying it wasn't painful. The fact that Temperance is here automatically implies that there was healing. You can't have healing unless there was pain, something to heal from. So it was. So you did the right thing. All right, in the interest of, I'm trying to understand what the hell's going on. We took some time out to heal and to understand the star, our desires, our hopes, and our dreams, and how it relates to this situation. Okay. Yes, I need some time to myself. I need to figure this out. All right, it's complicated. You're telling me it's complicated, but I want to look at it. I want to learn. I want to look at it. So show me this Hanged Man, please. Show me this Hanged Man, please. Show me this Hanged Man, please. Show me this Hanged Man. Show me this Hanged Man. Show me this Hanged Man, please. Show me this Hanged Man. Show me this Hanged Man, please. The World. 9 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Oh dear. That's some heavy energy, huh? So in this insistence that you take time out, you're looking at some sort of cycle here, the World. It frustrates you. It angers you. It's a little more complicated than what we thought, hey? Yeah, like I said, you can't heal what you don't know, what's not going on, and why is there pain here, and why is there confusion, why is there conflict. There's blockage here, there's frustration, there's energetic blockage, there's real-world blockage, there's an indication of cycles coming and going. What the hell's going on? 5 of Swords, I don't know if I can trust this. Am I being manipulated? Have I really been resisting this? Where is this coming from? Did I trigger this? Can I trust myself? Can I trust the other person involved? You really want to know. You had a lot on your mind, honey. There's a lot of concepts in here, and they're all floating around, and it's all perspective. I'm not saying it's truth. What I'm saying, it's perspective. In other words, you're looking at it. You're trying to see things from the other person's point of view, and you're also trying to see things from your point of view as well, about some sort of cycle that has made itself apparent. It was trying to open, or it was trying to close. We resisted this. We didn't want to look at it, but now we kind of have to. Did I self-sabotage this? Did they self-sabotage? Did we both self-sabotage? How did I contribute to this? Again, the idea is healing here. We're looking at the hard thoughts. We're having the hard discussions. You understand? So you're not being in active denial about it. What you're saying is, I'm really trying to understand. Where did I fuck up? Where did they fuck up? Where did we fuck up? Was I resistant to change? Were they resistant to change? It's all here. It's all here. It's confusing and it's frustrating. And the whole thing is I just want to understand. I just want to understand. Okay? Because this is what you're currently doing, and this is where you came from. They're pretty seamless. Okay? Where you came from and where you are now. So in other words, congratulations, your Hanged Man has made progress. I don't want you to be discouraged by this. You're showing me active progress in healing and understanding your thoughts and the situation, what went down, and why. This is good. This is active participation in gaining perspective. Yes. Right? All right. Every story has two sides, yeah? Show me that Six of Wands. Although sometimes when I see straight up asshole energy, I'll just tell you. If it's immature, if it's stupid, if it's running around, if it's making no nonsense, or just making nonsense, then I'll tell you. This is not that. This is a little more complex. Show me that Six of Wands. You are trying to actively understand what happened. Show me that Six of Wands, please. Show me that Six of Wands. Show me that Six of Wands. It's like we went from love in our heart space to what the hell happened to them. Did they not love me? Like, what happened? Did I love them? I don't know. That's all floating around in there, right? That's one of the things we're trying to understand. Three of Pentacles, Justice, the Seven of Pentacles. We had a very strong sense of oomph. Feels good. We had a friend. People get so sensitive about that word. We designated quite a bit of energy to a friend. Someone who made us feel extra special, extra crispy. We had a connection here of some sort, okay? That made us feel good, really good. They made us feel seen. They made us feel heard. They made us feel confident. And we thought things were cool with justice and balance, and that it was reciprocated. And now we're kind of looking back at that with the Seven of Pentacles, which is over time. There's roots there. Don't get me wrong. You can't have a Seven of Pentacles unless something was growing to begin with. But the idea is now we're looking at it and we're like, this didn't really progress, did it? This didn't really progress. Why? And we can think back on this friend with confidence, and it did feel good to some extent. But there's also this sense of imbalance to it. There's an imbalance here. Somebody was putting in more than the other person was. That went beyond the Six of Wands. It was more than just an ego boost or whoever. Okay, somebody put more into this, and the scales became imbalanced. I don't know who is who. You'll have to figure it out. Somebody put more of their time, energy, and effort into the other person, and it was a case of the scales don't feel balanced. I think I'm putting more into this than you are, but at the end of the day, it's still stagnant. It doesn't grow anymore. It doesn't matter how much I put into it. When somebody is still putting less than I am, it's still going to create a case of imbalance. So it doesn't matter how much Seven of Pentacles, how much time had passed, and how much more somebody was putting into it. When somebody stays down here, it's still going to create imbalance. It doesn't measure up or equal out over time. Somebody had this misconception that over time we're given the same. No. Over time, it was like this. It doesn't matter what we told ourselves. The energy contribution was off. Somebody was giving bare minimum, and the other person was giving more. What you both experienced was stagnation. In other words, it was only going so far anyway. There was a strong sense of imbalance there. And the energy exchange with this person, and also in the 3D exchange with this person. And then it kind of stayed like that. It stayed in a space of imbalance for a long time, where somebody was putting more feeling, time, energy, and effort into the other person. The other person was kind of like, I'll give you some time here and there. I'll schedule you in. I'll pencil you in. You know, that's about it. And in the meanwhile, you both experienced a very strong sense of boost around each other. In other words, it felt good. It felt good to the both of you, but somebody was putting in more than the other person. Okay. Show me the Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me the Nine of Cups, please. And this is something that we're actively learning. We're reflecting on it. We're thinking about it. And somebody here clearly gave very little. Somebody here gave more. But at the end of the day, you are both subject to a cap, stagnation. Again, you can only pull so much weight for the other person. Okay? And the Pentacle doesn't lie. You're either spending time with someone or you're not. You're either making plans or you're not. You're either scheduling and you're keeping to it or you're not. You're either consistent with each other or you're not. That's it. You can't really fake the Pentacle. Someone either shows up when they says they're gonna, or they cancel, or they rearrange things, or they're constantly coming up with excuses to not make the exchange equal. You see what I'm saying? So that's a real division of assets right there. I just know that you both experienced good energy in each other's company. Okay, you both felt good when you were in each other's proximity, but when it was off, it was off. And then there was no cultivation beyond that. Not really, not that I can tell. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. And we're reflecting on this. Who is who? I don't know, but that's why you're giving it a damn good think. You want to know, you know, did I self-sabotage this? Did they? Did we both do it? How long was this going on exactly? All that, the frustrations there. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine... Oh. This, as it fell out, that Nine of Cups again. Huh. So you both have that sense of knowing yourselves really well, I believe. Ah, that's a good point, Cancer. That's very valid with that Six of Wands behind that. You are correct. They felt it too. You are correct. You are correct. They felt the same stuff I did, right? Yes, you both did. Energetically speaking. And this is where I have to have a conversation with people all the time. There's a big difference between an energetic exchange and the actual execution of it. The 3D doesn't lie. So while the energetic exchange was fair, you both experienced Six of Wands, you both experienced Nine of Cups, you both intuitively felt that you both felt the same way about it, the 3D was off. Again, the Pentacle don't lie. Somebody was putting in more effort than the other person. Somebody made themselves more available than the other person. Somebody said, you and I we're friends. We just happen to be really good friends that feel pretty good about each other. But that's it. And the other person's like, if you say so. I mean, I put more into this. I'm pretty sure I do. But yeah, no, you're right. The argument stands, honey. The argument stands. You both felt the same way. The intuition is here. You felt it, so did they. You both had a Six of Wands, you both had a Nine of Cups. This is extreme self-pleasure. This makes us both feel good. I'm more than happy to see you. You're more than happy to see me. So, here's the thing. Somebody is contributing at the friend level. Three of Pentacles ain't shit. It can't sustain that good feeling over a long period of time. The thing is that you both tried to. You both tried to sustain that nice, lovely, warm feeling over a long period of time. Somebody was given bare minimum. You know, friendship energy. I can see you about once a month, and that's cool. And the other person's like, can we do a little more than this? Because I'd like to. See what I'm saying? That's a valid argument. No. The energy exchange was real. You both felt it the same way at almost the same time. But somebody's output was way off. Their dedication to the 3D. It's like, honey, and I'm having to say this, the energetic exchange of love can only go so far if it's not actually put forward in a realistic way that somebody else has proof exists. When there's no proof, you have no reason to commit or stay. You know what I'm saying? And one of you figured that out. Or you're trying to. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. 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 The Magician, the Moon, Ace of Swords. You want to know the truth. You want to know the truth. It would make you happy. I think you already know the truth, to be honest. You want to know specifically the Moon, where they went. You're summoning it forth, the Magician. Okay? You do want a clear, concise, frank discussion. Why did you disappear? I think you already know. I think you just want them to say it. I know you know. I know you know. You both experienced the same thing at the same time in terms of feelings. You were on par. Somebody was lacking. They insisted on treating this not just as a friendship, but Three of Pentacles, again, is a starting structure. And a starting structure for those kind of feelings cannot maintain over Seven of Pentacles. They just fucking can't. You've got to go into an 8. You've got to go into a 9. You've got to go into a 10. But you can't stay in that feeling, right? And this is something you were looking at. I know you know. If they disappeared, if they fucked off, you already know why. You've already come to that conclusion, honey. You've been tossing that thing around in your mind for a while now. You said you gained the perspective. Your energy still deeply desires this person, and that's not a crime. Okay? The stars desire its hopes, its dreams, its wants, its wishes, its expectations, etc., etc. So that means we're going to have to put in the hard work in terms of the thoughts. And if we really want this star, what are we going to do to get it? Because somebody was only putting in a Three of Pentacles to acquire a star. That just doesn't work. The desires and the efforts weren't matching. Here's the desire. It's all the way up here. Here's the effort. It's all the way down here. How are those two supposed to meet? We need more effort, right? You've already figured this out. I just think, so when I tell you, you're telling me I want to know the truth, Christina. I want to know what the hell happened. I want to know. Why'd they disappear? You already know. You've already been working that out. I think you just want to hear it from them. It's like you want confirmation, right? That would make you feel good, and I don't blame you. I understand. I do. But you already know. So who was putting in bare minimum effort? I don't know. But they treated the other person way too friendly, and that they can just... Their energy is too far away. And it's coming in as scheduled, but practiced and low effort and bare minimum. So again, there can't be much surprise here about why this cycled out. You wonder if you're being manipulated. You were wondering if maybe you manipulated the situation. Did you give it enough effort? Did they give it enough effort? That's the question on somebody's mind. But I can tell you this, it comes down to that 3D energy. Otherwise, your emotions match. Your emotions matched until they didn't. Okay? Actually, no. You know what? No, let's do a little more. Let's do a little more. I know you want to know the truth, and I hope that if you continue to summon it forward, I hope it comes towards you. But we have to put ourselves out there to ask that truth. If you really want to know, and if you don't want to reconnect with them, then you're going to have to kind of conclude for yourself that you will never really know. I insist, Cancer, that you already know. I think you just want to hear them say it. Okay, that's me though. That's the energy I'm getting off of this. What else, please? The Lovers, Strength, Ace of Cups. We still have this person in our heart. It's not an accusation. I don't want you to take it as one. It's realistic. This is beyond your control. It's in your energy. The energy between you two is real. The 3D isn't. In terms of there's not enough work put into it that says I'm taking this seriously. I'm connecting with you often and consistently to justify the feelings. Somebody tried to stretch out lots of feelings over a long period of time without further development. Okay? And it just doesn't work. It never works. It never fucking works. You got big feelings and so little realistic constructs to build with, and it just falls down. Okay? And we tried to stretch those good feelings out over a long period of time, but eventually reality was going to hit home. Somebody said, I can't keep doing this. Somebody said, I can't keep giving more and maintain these kind of feelings and get so little in return. It just doesn't work, right? It's like saying, I'm really, 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 really into you. I have strong feelings for you. I'm going to see you once a month. It doesn't work. If you're really into someone, as you know, you've already concluded this. I see you thinking about it. You've already concluded it. When you have that kind of strong feelings and you expect to keep that kind of upper level connection in your life, you have to put more into it, not less. Less equals less equals less. Same equals same equals same. But more is more is more. We wanted all the best with the least amount of effort. Someone did. It's literally the equivalent of saying, I want my cake. I expect to have my cake and to eat it too. Somebody was trying to get their cake and eat it too. They wanted the big feelings. They wanted to feel the connection, but they wanted to see that person the least amount of time. It doesn't make sense. It does not compute. Those are false expectations. And that's the Five of Swords issue. It's false expectations. That is a form of self-sabotage. I really expect to extrapolate that kind of energy over years and not have to do more. So somebody here had false expectations that the energy that they shared with somebody would be endless and they would have to put next to no work into it, and that is bullshit. So I don't know who that was, but you do. Or at least you've been tinkering that. Okay? It's false expectations, but honey, I get it. Somebody, all that deliciousness, we wanted to taste that deliciousness. We didn't want to just look at that fucking cake. We wanted to taste it. But, you know, once a month or so. With no constructive effort and no improvement. It's like there was no plans for improvement here. None. There was no plans for development. There was no plans to expand that Three of Pentacles. There was this thing had nowhere to go. There's no plan in it. It was all emotions, all energy, but no plan. No plan. Honey, I don't respect a no plan. You gotta have somewhere to go. You gotta have somewhere to grow, right? Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it's reflecting over here. It's reflecting over here. A lot of energy. A lot of energy between you and somebody. Strong connection. But somebody's effort was crap. And again, that's false expectations. I want the best. You know what it is? It's kind of cheap. Somebody has that cheap feeling or that cheap mentality. I want the best with paying the least. And it makes no sense. That never adds up. It never adds up. You want cheap, you get cheap. You want the best, then you got to pay for the best. That means time, energy, and effort. That means putting real work into somebody. You can't afford to be cheap with these kind of connections, right? So, I mean, I feel like I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. So you got to figure out if the bond that you have with this person is worth keeping. Because somebody was putting in half-assed, bare minimum effort and expecting the best possible emotional payout. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. All right, show me this person, please, with the Nine of Pentacles. Show me that Nine of Pentacles, please, for this person. Yeah, you want to know where they went. It's like you want them to say it, you want them to own it, you want them to speak their truth. You know? If the connection's so big between us, how did you do an exit? I don't know. Perhaps they'll tell me. Show me that Nine of Pentacles. Show me that Nine of Pentacles. Show me that Nine of Pentacles. It's the thing about have your cake and eat it too, but it's like, yeah, who baked the cake? Right? Who took the time to get the ingredients, pay for the ingredients, bake the fucking cake, then ice it, decorate it, and then present it. And the other person, all they get to do is eat it. Somebody bought the ingredients, paid for them, constructed them, took the time to bake it, make it all nice and pretty, and present it, and the other person just sat there and ate it. And that's what it's like to have your cake and eat it too. You know? It's in front of me, and I didn't have to do a damn thing to make it. You know? And that's the problem, man. That's a big fucking problem. Nine of Pentacles, please. Show me that Nine of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. They're in suspension as well. Ace of Wands. The Empress. Know that their energy towards you is suspended as well. They got perspective about you as well. You want to know what their perspective is? I'll tell you. They also went into Hanged Man, just like you did. Okay. And they have a very strong, clear truth when it comes to you. They think the world of you. They think the fucking world of you. They think you're the bee's knees. They think that you're hot. They also think that you're beautiful inside and out. They think that you are actually quite loving and maternal, and you don't have to be a female. They could just see you as that kind of protective. They think that you have massive potential. They really do. They think you have massive potential, one that they cannot access. They are very turned on by you. They have a lot of ignition when it comes to you. I think you even inspire this person, and they probably even told you that. That's how strong their energy is towards you. They might have even told you, you inspire me. They see your worth, but they're also telling me they can't see how to access your worth. They don't know how to access the best parts of you. They see it, so it's like being, it's like having something dangled in front of their face and they can't have it. And that's what they're telling me. And this is coming from someone who is very strong-willed, very independent. But they refocused their efforts on their foundation and the world that they can actually have. So they suspended all activity towards you. They have very strong feeling towards you. If you want to know, if you thought they were being careless or an asshole, no. They actually have a huge regard for your energy. Huge. And they see a great deal of potential in you. They sense it, they feel it, they can get really close to it, but they're also saying, I can never access the best of you. I know it's there, I'm looking at it. I see the best of you, but I can't have you, or I can't access the best of you. I don't know. I need to think about you some more. So the potential of the beauty that is you in their eyes was right in front of them, and they knew that, but they're also saying, I can't. They have a huge regard for you. They hold you in very high regard. They actually love you a great deal. And you turn them on. You inspire them. Let me know if you're connecting to Scorpio. I just saw them split with the High Priestess, high intuition energy. We also have Aquarius here, Sag. Oh yeah, more Scorpio. Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Libra. Show me the world, please. Show me the world. Show me the world, please. Show me the world, please. Show me the world, please. But they moved on. Six of Swords, King of Wands, Five of Wands. They were tired of the fight within them. They were tired of having the fight within them. They were tired of having that kind of frustrating energy when it comes to you. A battle of wills. They have a great deal of passion for you, but it ran negative instead of positive. In other words, they weren't allowed to execute it. It feels like they had to move forward with the Six of Swords. That's what triggered the world. So while it might have been running on a loop for a while, they exited, as far as I can tell. They didn't want to, but they were also kind of tired of the fight coming from within them. The Five of Wands and the King of Wands. So this is someone who's terribly passionate, ambitious, directive, but they had a lot of tension in themselves when it came to you. Again, it was like looking at someone they can't have. And through their eyes, it's like I'm looking at you and I see the best of you. I'm turned on by you. I want what you got. I want what you got. But I can't have you. And that caused a great deal of tension in this person. A lot. They were frustrated to the highest degree. And so I know you're looking at it from a perspective of, was I lying to myself? Was I lying to them? Did I self-sabotage? Did they? They're coming from a very realistic, honest, and blunt point of view. I see the best of you, and I can't have you. I know what you're worth. I know how I feel about you. I'm fucking crazy about you. And I think they probably even told you that. But again, their energy insists, I can't have you. And they're coming from a place of sound mind. 9 of Pentacles, yeah. They were tired of the fight, specifically the fight within themselves. I don't know that they were arguing with you so much. That's not the energy I'm seeing here, as you are demonstrating it to me. Their energy is like, I'm really tired of the fight within myself. To control my energy, to control my passions. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. It's too much of a struggle, they're telling me. It's like they're seeing you, but they can't access you. You're right in front of their face. So it's like you're the cake, but they don't get to eat it, right? They get to look at it. They can smell it. They can look at it. They can admire it. They can't touch it. They can't taste it. So they moved it forward. They moved themselves forward. They exited, it looks like. And it was something in the attempt to finish out the cycle or to end the cycle, knowing that things would never change, and they're constantly in a state of suspension. Suspension, suspension, suspension. A lot of energy between you two, bare minimum efforts, and that recipe is always a recipe for disaster. Lots of energy, lots of feelings, no effort. That's always going to end up one way. Unless, of course, it swings back around. And it might do with the lovers. Sometimes we have to separate, okay? In order to understand each other. And that way we can come back and not repeat the same shit. I don't know. Let's take a look. Show me the moon. 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 The Emperor. Decision. Determination. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. They've made a decision. Okay. They're telling me that they're standing in their power. And I don't quite know what that Ace of Pentacles is, but they're telling me they're standing in their power under the moon. You don't seem to know this about their energy. I don't know if this helps you. I don't know if this helps you. They wanted to offer you a lot. They really wanted to. They wanted to offer you a lot. The energy is hidden. They had moved on, or they told themselves to move on. On the inside, and what you don't know is that from their point of view, they wanted to give you a lot. The best of themselves, their physical energy, their best offers. Like I said, they already saw the best in you. And that's an Emperor in there with an Empress. This is like a divine couple thing. You know, you had the potential to be. Can I push past this, please? I don't know if you know how much they wanted to give to you. I can see that they were clearly tired of fighting themselves and the feelings that they had for you and how it seemed to be going nowhere. But their energy suggests that it's very strong-willed, very strong-minded. It's funny. You would summon forth their Ace of Cups. They wanted to give you the Ace of Pentacles. Everything, the best of themselves. 5 of Cups. They're sad. They're sad. They are very sad. On the inside, you don't know this about them. I don't think they told you this, but it's kind of obvious, right? They're very sad about this energy here, that it didn't amount to more. They wanted it to be more, a lot more. And they're mourning that it wouldn't go beyond this because they have a big heart for you, and they wanted to share that Ace of Cups with you. You both wanted the same thing at the same time, but for some reason, the real world where it counts, in the 3D, where the rubber meets the road, where the proof is in the fucking pudding, it would not go past the 3 of Pentacles. Massive energy between you two. Very little execution. In other words, the fucking proof. Your resume with this person is very thin. And it's weird because it's stretched over a very long period of time. It's a very short resume you have with this person. And by that I mean milestones. Oh, this is when we met. And this was our first date. And this is when we did this. And this is when we said I love you for the first time. And this is when we did that silly thing. And this is when we went to that one trip. And this, you see what I'm saying? There's no milestones in here. It didn't go past the 3 of Pentacles. So you two have a great deal of energy, but very little 3D activity to justify the connectivity, which again, it's a recipe for a disaster. So I'm telling you, you're hurt and you're frustrated and you're in pain, so are they. When I tell you your energy, emotional, spiritual, mental, is par for course, it is. In that respect, you two are equal. But in the 3D, not at all. Not enough energy, realistic effort. Time was spent on each other. Energy was spent on each other, where you could actually build something that surpassed that. Now I have to insist, one person here is marked with frustration and even angry with themselves for having given too much. For having pushing more. I need more. I need more. It wasn't a very strong push, but it's there. They either did too much or said too much or gave too much. Somebody says that as part of their energy. The other person's kind of like, I don't know what went wrong. We were both sharing the same thing at the same time, so I'm confused. We had to know that that was just too much of a huge divide. And even if somebody, let's say the 3D was equal between you two, let's say you both gave a 3 and 3 of Pentacles. Even if somebody was doubling that effort, this is still where the energy is emotionally compared to the 3D. Even if somebody was trying to do the work of 2 people to make the connection happen more frequently, to make it happen more substantially, to have deeper memories, to try to change things up, to have a different rhythm, to have a different something, to incorporate more. Even if somebody was trying to push past that and said, I did more than you, okay, fine. It was never going to reach this high. Not on the work of one person. And not stretched over a period of time like it was. Does that make sense? So you are both in pain. You both feel the same fucking thing. You're both frustrated. You're both angry. You both loved each other. Energetically. But the real world was lacking. Now, I pushed past your need to know this person's moon and the Ace of Swords, and you're telling me, Christina, I still have strong feelings for them. I do. I still have strong feelings for them. I can still feel an Ace of Cups with them. They actually do, too. But it's under their moon. And you want to know about their moon, and I'm telling you what their moon is. They are very sad by the fact that the energy wouldn't go beyond that fucking 3 of Pentacles. And there's the ones who are saying, I wanted to give so much more, but I couldn't. It's like they're looking at your energy, and they're looking at you, and they think you're amazing. They think your potential is limitless. They think you're hot. But more than that, you inspire them. But they're also saying, I can't have you. And I'm tired of the tension. So, I don't know, honey. But that's a lot of realistic energy that I'm seeing today between 2 people. And I hope that, well, let's take a look at this Ace of Cups. You're both invested in it. You're both strong-willed. You both feel so much at the same time. Somebody really thought it was fair because of that reason. Yes, but completely turning a blind eye to the reality. It's too little butter stretched over way too much bread. It just can't sustain. Show me this Ace of Cups, please. Show me this Ace of Cups, please, for the shared energy. If you still desire this person's energy to come back and possibly have a new opportunity in love, I want that for you, because the potential of it exists. You bet. But there needs to be more reality to sustain it, to justify it, to give it life. It needs somewhere to grow. It has nowhere to grow. It will not. You know, I see people... Now, I'm not a gardener. I'm not like a master gardener, but I know some basic shit. Okay. Like, say, for instance, if you want your plant to grow bigger, you have to give it a bigger pot. That's usually like rule number one, right? So a lot of people expect these huge plants to develop over something that's a pot like this big. It doesn't make sense. That's what this relationship's like. I want the best possible growth with the least amount of real estate, effort. The smallest pot, but I want the most fruit or the most flowers. Very little room to grow. Again, the false expectations, it's way off. Okay. Show me that Ace of Cups, please. It has the potential to, honey. You two have a lovely potential to fruit, to reach fruition, to bloom beautiful flowers. The way they see you is bananas. Fucking love you. The Emperor. Death. Heavy Scorpio Aries energy here. 8 of Pentacles. This person's telling me they kept working with it until they couldn't. They kept trying to work in their love union with you until they couldn't. They tried. They're telling me over and over again. They keep showing up as the Emperor and or Death. So they keep telling me that they tried until they couldn't. That they kept at it. 8 of Pentacles. This is the master of our craft. I kept trying to work with this love cup for as long as I could until I couldn't. Okay, so again, they're showing me the reasonings why they exited. Show me that 2 of Cups, please. Show me that 2 of Cups, please. Show me that 2 of Cups. Oh. Some of you, yes, we hope for reconciliation. That's realistic, and I don't fault you for that. I don't fault them for that, and I don't fault you for that. What you two had was real. In here, emotionally and spiritually, yes, you did. Show me that 2 of Cups, please. Show me that 2 of Cups. Four of Swords, resting on the pain. 3 of Swords, Page of Wands. For right now, the both of you, as far as I can tell, are in timeout. You're both in the state of rest. You're both being quiet. I have no reason to believe either one of you is talking at this point. We're recovering our heart space. 3 of Swords, the pain, the fear of rejection, someone having to reject the other person, having to accept the rejection regardless. You're both experiencing that as well. It's literally over your union of the 2 of Cups, so I know you're both experiencing it. Again, energetically speaking, you two are very much in alignment. You experience the same stuff at the same time. This is ideally the markers of a successful relationship. You and I are experiencing the same shit at the same time. No way. No fucking way. That's awesome. We're thinking alike. We're saying blah, blah, blah. So that's when we increase our activity, not decrease it. We want to increase our... Because it's so fucking awesome. We're connecting with somebody like us, right? So that's when we're supposed to increase our activity. That's when we're supposed to increase our investment in the Pentacle world, not decrease it. You know, Aries had a very strong example of the increase of activity. And this is the opposite of that. There wasn't enough to justify the feelings. So when I tell you you're both taking a time out, you're both resting, you're both recovering your hearts, because somebody here did the rejection, the other person was on the receiving end of it. So that means you both have to rest. Okay? It takes as much hurt to reject and disconnect, as I'm sure you know, as it is to receive it. It hurts. Okay? So the both of you are resting your cups. Right now they're telling me I can't put any more work into this. I can't. I tried. I insisted. I did as good as I could. I wanted to offer Ace of Pentacles, but I can't put any more work into this. Okay, Death, show me. Show me Death, please. Show me Death. Not right now. We'll see. Lots of Scorpio, lots of Aries. Does not have to be. The energetic entanglement between you two is real. It's so weird because you two are so much alike. You're so much alike. So I think you both needed a lesson, realistic expectation. You can't have all those phenomenal feelings and then not develop it and then expect something to happen in reaction to that. It's just somebody was eventually going to blow up, walk away, disconnect. That's not what I want to happen. Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the King of Cups. We're having a hard time trusting the idea of balancing with this person. I'm tying that Five of Swords back to you as that's what you opened with. But again, reverse energy says it applies. I've already said the energy entanglement between you two is real. We're having a hard time trusting the idea of balancing within our heart space, trusting our feelings for this person, trusting the feelings that we have for this person, trusting the feelings for this situation. So if that's the case, if we feel like we cannot balance with this person reasonably, until somebody here can trust their feelings, I don't want anyone talking to anybody, because it doesn't matter if you reconnect, if you're not going to trust what they... It doesn't matter, honey. You can tell me till you're blue in the face, I want to know what happened. But if you're not prepared to trust what they have to say or their feelings, then you're not gonna. They can tell you the truth until they're blue in the face, but if you're not prepared to hear the truth, then you're not going to believe it anyway, because somebody here is going to speak from a sincere heart, but the other person's like, well, I just don't know if I can trust that. Somebody here is not trusting the other person, even when they do speak. Okay. They keep their emotions distant and in check, and there's always a line of disbelief written under the emotions part. Well, they say that, but I don't think they really mean it. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, then there's no point in reconnecting in that respect. I want you two to stay separate until somebody can have an open heart, that when somebody speaks their truth, the other person will hear it, and vice versa. That's a healthy exchange. So you two have built up a fair amount of mistrust between you two. Okay. And while I respect the fact that you want the truth from this person, I insist that you already know it. I also insist that you still strongly desire this person. That's not an accusation. That's just the energy. Because, as I have to say, from the very beginning, the energy between you two is not at fault. It existed for a long time, but we didn't make good on it. The both of you. Now, if there are circumstances here that I'm not saying that are beyond the control of this and the scope of it, perhaps you both just have mistrust issues or distrust issues. Perhaps there's more circumstances to this where we're not allowing ourselves to really develop with this person. Okay? Again, when you have that kind of level of disparity, there's a whole gap in between that allows the doubts to creep in, the fears to creep in, and the mistrust to creep in, because we have a ton of feelings and nothing to back it up. And so we create this huge gap of trust issues and problems and miscommunication, the inability to effectively create. You see what I'm saying? Because you two were not creating effectively, or co-creating, I should say, in the real world effectively, you got what you paid for. That's what I'm saying. So again, how intense the feelings there were between you two doesn't matter if you have no proof in the real world. You get me? So I don't want you to be angry with this person, and I don't want them to be angry with you, because you both, it looks like, had misconceptions about how far this was supposed to go when you had the proof in front of you this whole time. It wasn't. You had the potential to. And I'm going to be a dick and insist, Cancer, you still have the potential to make something great with this person. You already know that. You feel it. But until either one of you can trust, get past the trust issues, to resolve your differences, and talk about, okay, you and I have strong feelings. You and I have a strong connection. What are we going to do about it in the real world? Because I don't want this to happen again. right? We're just going to end up breaking up again or separating again. So we either need to change our shit up or we invest more in each other, or we don't. So until either one of you can have that kind of conversation, I want you two to stay separate. That's it. I don't want you to completely destroy, or them to completely destroy, what looks like beautiful energy that is between you two, and in fact is likely destined for each other. Do you have a potential to work with your stuff, through your stuff with this person? Absolutely. Will it happen in time? Time will tell. I think you two are in temporary separation. I do. But I don't see reconciliation yet. I don't think either one of you is in the position to address this fully. Okay? Okay. That's it. That's the honest truth of it. That's Sassy Scorpion Tarot, honey. Real tarot is real life. You know, I need you both to manage your expectations. In terms of, our strong feelings don't mean shit if we're not building a life together. If we're not putting the memories together, if we're not putting the pieces together, all it's going to do is make me not trust you. Because it makes me think you're not doing shit. And I don't have much to show for it. So what are we doing? We're just going to get angry with each other and resent each other. And keep a impossible tally about who did what and how much. I don't want that, do you? No. Take the separation for what it is. Let's learn from it. Okay? I don't want there to be any talk of balancing until someone is willing to hear the other person from a clear, open heart space. So if you well and truly cannot trust this person, I don't want you talking to them, because you're not... You can tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Why did they disappear, Christina? I want to know the truth. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting the truth. I want them to tell me why they disappear. So we're not in the position to have that conversation yet. We're not. Somebody's not. I'm not talking about somebody who is abusive. There are no exceptions to that rule. None. None. There are no exceptions to that rule. So there is what looks like clear distrust on both people's parts. It's not one-sided. There are clear, and it was built by the both of you over a period of time. I see that, and I hope you do too. You both played into it. You both had a lot of energetic exchange, and you were both responsible for the 3D output. So, if one of you knew the other person could not make themselves available, the other person played into it despite having proof to the contrary. So when I say you both played into it, that's exactly what that means. Okay? And I'm saying that out of firmness because you two have actually a very beautiful connection, and you would feel it still with this person. You would. And you are, to your credit, trying to gain perspective on them and what happened. They are too. And I showed you point blank what their perspective of you was. They think you are amazing. And they love you. You inspire them. They were very honest about that. But they also said they know they can't have you. And thus the tension is born. It was dead center reading. With the World, the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands. Their secret, it's not really a secret, honey. They really wanted to give you more. But they said, I couldn't, I can't, I'm not allowed, I'm not allowed, I can't give you more. So there are more circumstances to this that I am not saying. But you would know. It's going to apply to you. And if it doesn't, great. Check your other placements, so I'll catch you in the next one. I don't want you to completely obliterate the connection. I know some of you think it's over with death. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I've seen this kind of thing all the time, where you have these upper level connections that get badly mishandled between two people, and they need it to break. Right now, you two are on break. And it needs to stay that way until we can have open eyes and an open heart and exchange perspectives freely, of free will, both sides. And with not the mistrust. And if you well and truly cannot trust this person, it needs to stay separated. That's it. And the same goes for them. If they can't trust you, they need to stay separate from you. And if you two are meant to reconnect, that will reveal itself in time. That's it. Yes, there was love here. All that was here, honey. That was never in question, was it? That was never in question. The good feeling, the love, the passion. And it all started with, how come we don't do much together? How long have we been doing this? No. Somebody had a little bit more of the responsibility of gathering the ingredients for the cake, paying for them, put the time into baking that cake. The other person got to enjoy it. Somebody, I can say, has that distinct energy surrounding them. They did a little bit more, and the other person did not meet them in that space. It was that person's effort of trying to demonstrate change and trying to demonstrate an offer of more so that they would in turn do the same. And the other person did not. They're like, oh, wow, I will go ahead and take this. I'm not going to give it back to you, but I'm going to go ahead and take this. Thank you for that energy and effort. I'm not going to do the same, but I appreciate that you did. That's it. There you go. In the meantime, continue to stay suspended. You need to gain perspective on your side of things, on their side of things, about the connection, what it means, what it meant, where it might go, if it might mean something to you in future, and if so, under what conditions and what might that look like. Because we're not done. We're not done putting the pieces of this together. Let's look to ourselves for answer first about our side of the equation before we start looking at the other person's, okay? I'm saying that out of seriousness, Cancer. It is beautiful energy between you two. And it's either realistically able to meet each other or it's not. Just keep on in this beautiful energy here of I'm suspending all activity. And the only thing I'm interested in right now is trying to understand what happened because I'm still deeply attached to this. And one day, this is one day, hopefully in time, we can bring this energy back together. Today's not that day. But one day you say, and I believe you. I do believe you. Okay. Goodness me, this one's a bit hard for you, eh? This one's a bit more harsh than what I'm seeing for you. The Real Tarot of Life. If you didn't resonate with it, I understand. Check your other placement so I'll catch you on the next one. The next round of readings will be the Intimate Tarot. I don't know that I'll necessarily tune into this. Goodness me, I hope not. Because I don't want to. I want to see more for you, not less. But this is also real. Some Cancer somewhere needed to see this. That's why I saw it today. I can't make those cards up, honey. Okay? I can't make those cards up. I want what's best for you. And if this needs to stay suspended, trust me, sometimes a suspension is a good thing. But use it to your advantage. Make it an active suspension. Learn from it. Heal from it. In time, the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups. I know it looks like the impossible thing, and I've had this talk with Aries. I know it seems the impossible thing, the impossible task. Let time pass. Time is going to pass. You will reconnect with this person in time. I'm not saying it today. I'm reading very present-oriented energy. Very present-oriented. You two might talk tomorrow, for all I know. Fuck. I don't know. You two might talk tomorrow. But what I'm telling you right now, this is very present-oriented. Very present. And I need you two to stay separate until that when the other person speaks, you can actually trust what they say and vice versa. But the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, Six of Cups, literally over time. And it will not be anytime soon, I believe. But literally over time, we will heal with this person. Okay? And what that will look like, I don't know. I do not know. But over time, see, that's what I'm saying. This is what caused the pain. It's a lover's connection that was treated too casually. it was a lover's connection that somebody said, I can get the max energy with the least amount of effort because they're pretty much giving it away. And I'm telling you, somebody was giving the energy away and the other person kind of soaked it up. Now, you can call that narcissism if you want. I don't think it's as extreme as that. I would be saying much more intense cards. But I am saying somebody was a little too laissez-faire and the other person gave too much. It's a classic dynamic, okay, of someone takes and someone gives. It's just, what is at cost, though? And this is what sucks. What it really cost you both was the connection. That was truly unique, is truly unique. We took the powerful connection of the lovers and we gave it very casual input. 3 of Pentacles, that's nothing. I'll see you here and there. I'll catch you. Minimal effort, you know. And it caused pain. That's what caused the pain. 5 of Cups, the sorrow, the sadness. When somebody took a look around and they said, how long have I was doing this? That's what caused the division. Okay? Okay. The energy. Somebody is hoping the other person will come forward. I believe it's you. You hope that they will come forward of their own accord. This Emperor fellow keeps popping up. I don't know, honey. They got strong-willed. They got a strong will. They already told me I can't put more into this. I just can't. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. That's what they told me. The High Priestess and intuition, part of you already knows this. Or part of them feels that you expect them to. And they're not in that position. Again, I don't think either one of you. Because even if, honey, even if they came back around tomorrow, let's say they made a little judgment call, I don't think you could really believe what they had to say. Not yet. You still have your Hanged Man energy here to work with, the Temperance energy. Okay. So please use this time to your advantage. I think we all, at some point when we're faced with something like this, I just want to know the truth, I just want to know the truth, I just want to know the truth. But then when we actually hear it, we don't believe a word of it. And I think if this person came calling tomorrow, I don't think you'd believe anything they had to say. Not yet. So just let it hang for a bit. Let the time pass. Let things heal. If it'll come back around, and it looks like it will, over time. Possibly next Sag season. Possibly next Aries season. Then let it. Okay? Possibly for some of you Libra season. Again, that emphasis of justice and fairness. Reciprocity. Back and forth. Libra season, Aries season, Gemini season, Sagittarius season. These are all heavy markers for time references over the course of the year. All possibilities for re-entry. Okay? But again, there's no point in reconnecting with this person. If both of you, if either one of you can give us a 3 of Pentacles, then there's... You're going to still have to ask yourself if it's worth it. It's just going to go back to the same problem. We can't expect, honey, the max energy from the connection and put so little into it and then not act like there's not going to be a disparity. So if that 3 of Pentacles crap doesn't stop, it's just going to recreate the issue. You can either give more to it or you can't, you know, regardless. If you two ever get in a position to properly reconnect, may there be more in it, you know? I don't want I just don't want it to be destroyed. If it comes back together, let it come back together, but you both need time. That's it. All right, that's enough. That's enough. I saw some very prominent season passing here. The first being Aries, Gemini, Libra, Sag. These are all possibilities. If it's a true soul bond, you two will work your shit out. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So yeah, like I said, that's the first time I saw a potential energy spike between you and this person that suggests some sort of movement. So that's new moon in Aries. So the new moon in Aries will be in Aries season. So yeah, early Aries season. So that is late. I do this every time, don't I? Yes, I do. That's late March. That's late March to late April. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. In other words, coming to terms with what happened. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. If you feel like you are withholding, if you feel like you're the one who, it's like I never really said my thoughts, or I never spoke my piece about this, or I have something to say, you are entitled to that. You are. If you really want to show this situation the real you and give them your energy full blast and give them a piece of your mind, you're entitled to. But I'm just saying, when they talk, I want you to be in a position to actually listen. Okay? That's all I mean. Take time to breathe out. That's what I'm saying. Respect the Hanged Man energy at this time. It's looking suspended, suspended, suspended. When they showed me death, it was in reference to the activity. I can't give any more activity to this. I wanted to give you so much more, but I can't keep doing this. So when they showed me death, it was in reference to activity. If that helps, okay? But the both of you have showed me suspension. I'm learning. Time out. Leave me alone. I'm learning. Time out. Leave me alone. That kind of thing. Big difference between the two. Okay. Okay. You know, if you resonate and you want to share, please do. I respect sharing very much so. That's one of the reasons why I keep the comments open, even though it's a right pain in my ass, but I insist on doing it. That's where I get hard-headed. But, you know, and if you don't, okay, fine. Learn from it or tune into something else. But this was a pretty important message today. If you've already been through this, if you're a Cancer, like I've been there, I've done that with this person, then tell people how you got through it. How did you resolve with your person, or you didn't, and your reasons why. It's the whole point of sharing, is that we learn from each other. And this is one of the harder ones. Remember, awakening your alchemy. Remember, there's something you need to remember, and that the power is within you. You have the alchemy, honey. You have the goods. You need to remember that. You have it in you. That if you have something out of you that you need to get out, to speak up towards, it's within you. I just need you to remember that you have that particular power. Okay? And remember that you're stronger than you know. I saw you manifesting several times. Okay? And you said, I want to manifest them back. I want their truth. I want them to tell me what happened. You already know. I think you're manifesting them for different reasons, and it's for reasons of the heart and a strong bond. Again, there's no shame in that. I just want you to know it. I just don't want you two to come back prematurely. You know what I mean? You two need a little more time to separate and heal up before you go into the next round. It is like that, isn't it? It's kind of like you two, you're not there. You're on the edge, or I'm sorry, you're at the end of one fight, and it's like before you two go into the next round, honey, you need to sit out in your corners. They need a water break. You need a water break. You need to get stitched up. You need to get your... It's like that. I'm not trying to say you two fight. It's not like that. It's not like you're not like one of these assholes. Oh, I break up with that person every other day. I'm sorry. I can't respect that energy, and I don't think you can either. I'm not into that. I'm not into that, and I don't think that's not what I'm looking at. This is not the person where you're like, we had another fight. No, this is not like that. It's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. And if it is like that, then this isn't yours. And if it was an abusive piece of shit, this isn't your reading either. At best, at worst, one of you gives too much and the other person's sloppy and inconsiderate. You know? And but here's the thing. It was bad enough and stretched out long enough that you both developed trust issues because of it. Resentment and anger. But yeah, you two need a little rest, okay? Before we take any kind of action, honey, please, just the seeds of spring. The seeds of spring. Yeah, that does line up with Aries energy, doesn't it? Spring. For some of you, new seeds will be sown in spring. Storm, unexpected, tower energy, confusion, Neptune, illusions. We had to break through the illusions. That's literally what this is. The epiphany, breaking through the illusions, breaking through the confusion, understanding the cycle, seeing it for what it was, how it was dragging out, why it was unproductive, why the other person walked, why, etc., etc. Understanding our confusion and mistrust. That's literally what's happening now. I told you this is very present-oriented energy. I'm seeing next to no future orientation. It's so highly concentrated into now. The only thing I see for you that's future-oriented other than your time check is that you are manifesting, but you're manifesting more than the truth. You do want this person's energy to return. And you do want it to come to you, and that's okay. I'm just saying there's two parts here, and until we can understand both sides, I don't want you to reconnect. But that's me. That's my 2 cents from your anti-sassy, because I love you, and I'm protective of you. And if you two want to make the best of this union, you work with it, not against it. Okay? So this was unexpected. I know this tower, this whatever this is, came in and ushered in confusion. And we're having breakthroughs. We're having epiphanies. We're learning shit the hard way, the scary way. We are confused. We're breaking through the illusions, etc. That's all happening now. I understand. Somebody had on rose-tinted glasses. It's like they always thought this would just keep going and going with maximum results and bare minimum effort. And that was an illusion on somebody's part. It's like, oh boy, I get to enjoy this delicious energy and not put anything into it. Again, it's that have my cake and eat it too. And you can say that that's immaturity. True. I don't know that necessarily makes that person bad, except perhaps a very, very illusioned. Illusions. It was an illusion. It was an illusion. It was false expectations. And I can kind of see why the energy between you two felt so damn good. Who wouldn't want to keep that going, right? Trust me, honey. Ace of Swords, that's what I'm saying. The thought was there the whole time. The thought was there the whole time. And we kept trying to divert our attention away from the thought. And it was the form of a deception, self-sabotage. Okay? But the truth was always there for the both of you the whole time. And yet I have to insist, so too were the feelings. You two were each other's 9 of Cups. Consistently. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Lovers, and all that delicious energy. So when the other person said, but they feel the same thing I do, so we're not ripping each other off. Right? Somebody said that. But we feel the same thing, so we're not ripping each other off. I'm not taking them for granted, and they're not taking me for granted. We both, yeah, you did both feel the same thing, and yet I insist. Even if somebody was doing twice the work as the other person, trying to make more happen, I'm trying to get more energy between us, I'm trying to build more between us, that disparity was way too fucking high, and that was the real illusion. What little there was could not be maintained over so few pentacles, you know? But yes, other than that, you two felt the exact same thing. Venus, the offer. Ooh, offer from the Venus. We either see that person as Venus, and we want them to offer things to us, or they see you as the Venus, and they want you to offer to them. I can tell you this, they saw you as Venus. They made that very clear to me back here. So I don't know if that helps you, but they literally saw you as Venus. Okay, so the Empress is Venus. They think the world of you. They do. That's some really strong energy they have towards you. They have a very strong perception of you. And they see the wealth that is you. So they're going to throw it right back at you. You want them to come forward. Guess what? They want you to come forward too. Just not right now, Cancer. Not yet. Not until you know that you're in a position where you can hear them. Okay? Not yet. It's funny, you both want each other to come forward. Yeah, I know. It's because you're soul bonded. And one day, there's a good chance you will. This energy is so thick, it was so tough, I can't see past the pain. The immediate pain. I can't see past the immediate pain. Just a little bit, just a little hint of your hope and your manifestation as it ties to them. That's all I could see. So again, be careful about pulling this person in. I don't think you two are ready to talk yet. I'm seeing the earliest indications as being spring. Okay? All right, that's enough, you guys. Oh, wait. Well, I say that. Okay, here we go. Big heart. I know. The both of you do. Pierced right through the heart. I know. So it's both love and pain. I understand. Heart with the nurse's cap. Yes, I saw. You're both healing your heart, so you're both trying to. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, as with the deer, gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag. N, I, G, P, Q. Oh, lots of initials today. And imaginative. There you are. That's your medallion, honey. Cancer. That's you. And the imaginative. Yes, you are. You have a very strong imagination when it comes to this person. And I think you've imagined 1,000 different scenarios with them. And it's all running around in your head and you don't know which one to trust. Which scenario to trust. What feeling to trust. I know. That's another reason we're not ready. Okay. Don't let your imagination run away from you. A, L, and then the cat. Highly intuitive. Yes. Okay. That's for reals enough. All right, honey. You put in the comments as you see fit. Okay. All right. You two cool off. Okay? Give it some space. Give it some time. And it'll reconnect if it's meant to, and not a moment before. Don't force it. Oh, I just saw this. Bull. I just saw the bull right there on the Empress's card. You want some Taurus in your chart. Could be connecting to one. Okay. Take care, you guys. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Intimate Tarot. Let's tune in to a different group. A Cancer that's just having some wild, crazy sex. That would be awesome. Let's do that. Can we do that? Let's do that. Take care. Be well.